Hi, it's Barton Jennings here. I've got a really interesting case here of a lady who presents with recurrent pneumonia. She had multiple episodes of pneumonia, all seeming to affect her right lower lobe. And it's interesting because I'll show you the imaging and the bronchoscopic findings that demonstrate the cause for her recurrent pneumonia is kyphoscoliosis. Let's have a look at the chest x-ray.
This is the chest x-ray just demonstrating that there is a significant scoliosis with enormous curvature of the spine. We'll have a look at the CT now, and as we scroll through the CT, we'll see evidence of the scoliosis where the spine is going right out to the right-hand side, and you can start to see that there's volume loss in the right lung. Here we can see the left main bronchus is patent and looks normal. Have a look at the right main bronchus, it's really narrowed here. And you have to remember that the CT is taken during inspiration. There's some resultant atelectasis down the bottom of the right button. And as we follow the right main bronchus down, the right lower lobe comes off in a very narrow opening. So there you can see the air getting through. It's patent, but it's extremely narrow. Right middle lobe is patent. There's some complete atelectasis of the segments of the right lower lobe. So some of the right lower lobe segments must be completely collapsed, but the rest of the right lower lobe remains patent. And I suspect that this will be the cause for having recurrent pneumonia in this case. So it'll be really interesting to look bronchoscopically at the airways and to see what's going on down that right lower lobe. Make sure there's no interbronchial lesion, see if there's mucus plugging, obstructing it, and see how patent the airways are. This is the bronchoscopic view from the trachea. Firstly, have a look down the left lung, which the airways should be normal, so you can see a normal left main bronchus, left upper lobe here, left upper lobe proper, the lingular, and the left lower lobe are all nice and patent, normal looking airways. If we have a look towards the right now, we'll go down the right main bronchus, and the first branch is to the right upper lobe. You can see there's significant narrowing there. The bronchus intermedius, as well as of the right upper lobe, is narrowed too. See if we can pass the narrow area in bronchus intermedius. There's a bit of dynamic collapse as well with normal respiration. A little bit of white mucus, nothing too purulent. And there's the distal bronchus intermedius with the lower lobe and the middle lobe coming off there on the left. The suction that bubbles away, the surfactant. You can see that the lower lobe there is down to a slit-like opening with a very narrow right middle lobe. Just washing some saline in there to see if it opens up. So it's really quite narrow. There's the right middle lobe. More distally it remains patent. Certainly no mucus plugging. I'll just see if I can pass into the right lower lobe now. See if I can see the airways distal to that. So I'll just come back to the trachea. I'll go down to the right lower lobe again, and I'll just see if I can get the scope into the right lower lobe past that real narrowing to see the distal airways. The squeeze past, and there they are. So they're the basal segments of the right lower lobe, showing no lesion and no mucus secretion or mucus plugging. I'll take a washing from there for culture.
So that's a really interesting example of chest wall deformity in the form of kyphoscoliosis, affecting the anatomy and the mechanics of our lung that has resulted in the narrowing of that airway to the right lower lobe, causing recurrent episodes of pneumonia. Hope you found that interesting. I'd love you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll do more of these videos, and hopefully you'll find those interesting as well. All right, thanks for watching. See ya.